Hi, I'm Cal. I'm 37. I'm a union low voltage electrician. I'm one of the organizers that was caught up in this unjust roundup of 15 people who are doing their best to protect their communities from the federal occupation, Operation Metro Search. It's no secret that a lot of the people that were targeted are union organizers who are being charged for some of their alleged actions on the day of no work, no school, no shopping. I think it's really important to point out that the retaliation that we're seeing from the federal government isn't just related to our speech, it's related to the power that we have together. It's one of those things that it's so inspiring to see, and it's something that we're continuing to see with people supporting us after the horrific raid. So I was asleep at 6 in the morning. I heard a crash, and then I heard some yelling. I thought it was just a cat that had knocked over a glass or something, someone yelled, but the yelling kept happening. So I walk out to my front door where it comes from, and then I hear, "This is the raid, get on the floor," and I see several people with assault rifles, suppressors, helmets, body armor, full military gear, all pointing guns at my head. So I get on the ground. They cuff me, and then they tell me to walk over to them across the broken glass. I told them I can't walk across that broken glass, so they throw me a pair of slippers that aren't mine, and at that moment I see the Homeland Security media crew. So they had a media crew there filming me half naked, trying to make their little anti-Antifa video. This one disgusting little creep just zooming in on me, zooming in on the violence. They opened up every container in my house, threw some stuff on the floor. They messed with my partner's lingerie. Y'all know this is a house of trans refuge, and they targeted this house specifically because transgender people are a designated enemy of the state right now. And the way that they messed with my partner's lingerie was disgusting. The way that they held my young roommates at gunpoint is disgusting. The way that they dragged me out in the rain in my underwear was disgusting. They sent helicopters after me. I had only heard one, but I heard one of the agents say that there were two. Eventually they threw me some clothes and told me that I was being charged with federal conspiracy to impede. He brought me to jail. And again, film crew perp walking me the whole time. I noticed a bunch of other people in jail that I'm familiar with, and not gonna lie, spending some time in a cell with your good friends could be a worse day. You know, there was singing, there was jokes, there was laughing. Keeping your spirits up is really important in a time like this, you know, and not just for the defendants, but for everyone around you. These charges are a joke. There's nothing that we've done that, you know, thousands upon thousands and thousands of people haven't done as well. These are all lawfully protected activities, and the reason that they're throwing the book at us is because this is a political case to them. That we are enemies of the state for our political beliefs, for our activities as union organizers, and for, you know, existing as queer people in this world. So those of you who may not be familiar, prosecutor attempted to hold us in jail until the trial, and the entire courtroom laughed at her, and she got extremely tilted, and the judge got very angry. But it just kind of goes to show you the level of absurdity of the charges that we're facing. And the biggest thing that I think people need to keep in mind right now is that the reason they're doing this is that they want you to be scared. Our tactics are working, they know it, and they're on their back foot, and they're trying to make a big show of this. It's the same reason they took all that footage of me, right? They're trying to get me looking scared. And I'm not scared. I'm not scared of these charges. I'm not scared of these monsters. We can beat them. That's why they're acting this way. Let it be known that homosexuals are not cowards. I think that more than anything, I want people right now to double down on their efforts. Double down on your mutual aid. Double down on your ice watching. Double down on commuting. double down on standing up for your neighbors. Keep those whistles on you. Keep calling people. Keep building friends. You know, the people that have been the most effective during this occupation are the people that have the most networks that they can tap into together. You know, one of the most inspiring stories that I remember hearing is when ICE was trying to infiltrate the school pickup network so they could abduct children out of that are walking out of school. Is that the parents and teachers and the teachers union worked together to build a safety system for it, and some of the parents didn't like the high-vis vests, and so a knitting club got together to knit hats for all the safe watchers. And then a hacker club got together to tell all of these teachers what it looks like when somebody's trying to infiltrate your group, how to spot something like that. So all of these groups and networks coming together to make one big picture is what makes us the most safe. And that's what I want to keep seeing from people. Always remember, you know, our revenge will be the laughter of our children. That means our immigrant children. That means our trans children. That means our refugee children. You know, those that don't recognize that children belong to all of this are the worst monsters in this world. I think that the Prairieland sentence is something that the regime was able to push through in a favorable court in a horrible situation that they're going to try to use to intimidate. But Minnesota is not Prairieland. These bastards kicked a hornet's nest, and they have no idea the lion that they've awakened. With regards to NSPM 7, just know that these cases are going to continue, and while we may be anarchists, please don't think that it's going to stop there. You know that this is just a scapegoat to try and chip off one edge of the movement, much like that Niemöller poem, you know. First we came for X, then we came for Y. Know that that's going on today. That when they say we're coming for anti-fascists, what they're calling Antifa is a boogeyman that doesn't exist. What they're doing is they're going after anybody who says no to them. And you should not be surprised when that starts applying to you. It's interesting to me that they put opposition to the U.S. government in part of the conspiracy, because to them, I could see why that would be a major crime, because they want obedience at all costs. They love it. They just love that shit. But we're free people. We're free people, and we do as we please, and we love as we please, and we live as we please. To live and love, we must fight. That's the situation that we're put in now, where we're standing up for, you know, any immigrant, any person of color, or anyone who stands in their way. And that's who they're coming after. And that's who we need to be protecting right now.